Hello, long time no see, unless you watched one of my older videos recently, in which case you would have seen me recently, but it feels like ages since I've been in real time on YouTube. That's because I have a 4-week-old baby, and I feel like doing my birth vlog and then the 48 hours that followed was like the juice that you probably wanted to sort of tie you over, but now I am 4 weeks postpartum. I know, can you believe it? And I really want to start vlogging again because obviously life has completely changed for the better, but at the same time I haven't quite sort of factored in like a routine of how I vlog with a baby, like even doing things like my skincare routine or making my bed in the morning is like the camera. I haven't quite established that yet, but just know that the vlogs will be returning really soon, especially because I do plan to go back to the gym next week. I'll be about 5.5 weeks postpartum and I'm really excited about my fitness journey. I have, you know, new body goals and all of these fun goals that I want to hit, so I'm really excited to kind of document that whole journey. But for now, whilst my baby has gone out for a walk with grandma, I thought I would sit down and do my newborn essentials, because I watched loads of these videos when I was pregnant, like absolutely loads, because you go through this like anxiety of feeling like you need to buy everything and be really prepared for the baby to get here. And because I'm 4 weeks postpartum, like I feel like I'm in the newborn era. I see a lot of these videos for people with like 1-year-olds, 2-year-olds, 18-month-olds, but I'm in newborn era. What are the products that I use every single day? I've conjured up a list for you, and just to disclaim, nothing is essential. All the baby needs is food and shelter and love, and that's literally it. But if you want to grab things that are going to make your life a lot easier, then these are my staples. So without further ado, let's get into this juicy list, and I'll include some examples. But first, if you're not subscribed, do subscribe, because I upload new videos regularly. Give this video likes, I guarantee you're going to enjoy it. Got my coffee because we are just chilling out. This is my first non-decaf coffee in like, don't know how long. I usually drink decaf, but. Okay, so the first one I'm going to mention is the car seat that I have. So I was between loads of different car seats, asking all of my friends who've got kids, like they were all kind of recommending the ones that they had. I did a lot of research, and even though this is the only car seat I've ever had, obviously, I can't imagine not having this. So I've got the Duna car seat, and if you don't know, it's the car seat that just pings out into a stroller. So if you go into a coffee shop or go into the park, or even if you're going over a friend's house, you haven't got to pack your pram into the car. I've never packed my pram into the car, and like, you know, she's nearly 5 weeks old. You literally take that stroller and you can stroll around town, stroll around food shopping, and then you just put the car seat back in the car. Take it on holiday, and you can strap it in with a seat belt if you're on holiday. I've got like an ISOFIX, so it, you know, so it actually clips into the car and it's all safe and everything. But 10 out of 10 for convenience, and that's what I'm all about. And a lot of the things in this video is going to be how to make your life easier with a newborn, so you're welcome. Okay, item number 2, which we literally use every day, and I was gonna not have one of these, but my sister actually gave me this one, and it's the BabyBjorn like bouncer or whatever. I just thought that the baby would be fine if they weren't like with me, just like laying down and chilling, but no, like if the baby is awake, I don't know about your baby or the baby that you might be having soon, but they don't just want to chill laying on their back, like they want to be sat up and like looking around. So I use this all the time. This is how I do my makeup every day. This is how I make myself breakfast every day, how I make lunch every day, how I brush my teeth, how I shower, how I get work done at home. Like, I'm still working from home, there's no maternity leave here. It's just amazing. She just sits in there, she just chills, she looks around, and she's just happy sitting in there. So if I didn't have that, like I literally don't know what I'd put her in, but it's a game changer when you need to shower in the morning. So I put the wiggles on, she's in the bathroom with me, if you need to go to the toilet, anything. So highly recommend something that they can sit upright in. Don't do what I was going to do and just rely on them just like laying back, because let me tell you, I don't know about other babies, but I'm pretty sure that they just get FOMO and that's not what they want to do. But on a similar note, and these are quite controversial, but I have the, well, it's called a DockATot now, but it used to be called Sleepyhead. The brand used to be Sleepyhead, it's now DockATot, but I have the Sleepyhead version, which my friend Jess kindly gave me, handed down to me. They're controversial because they're not considered sleep safe, but you just don't leave the baby unattended with them. So if you're just like chilling on the sofa, watching TV or having dinner with your partner or whatever it might be, that is where she naps in the day. And I know, again, everyone's different. Some people nap them in their own bedroom, which they're not sleeping in yet. Some people nap them in there next to me and they stay in their bedroom. For me, I'll be on the sofa working and she naps in the sleepy head. So I'm sat right there, cuddle her all up. She seems to love it in there. And I also love her daytime naps being when there's light. So she's close to the window, so it's like bright in there, there's noise, like I'm on the phone or I'm doing check-in feedback and there's TV on or music on, so she kind of gets used to that day versus night. And I know she's only a newborn, but I've really made a conscious effort already to just differentiate between day and night and not just like put her in a pitch black room to have a nap in the day. Like I want her to know that when it's dark and when it's quiet and when there's white noise, that is the night, that is the long stretch of sleep. And then in the daytime, like if we're out with pram, whatever, that's the daytime nap. So circadian rhythm is key, even when you're a baby. But yeah, the sleepyhead is a game changer, because just keep it on the sofa, and when you're just like watching a film, they're napping, they can just be with you, and it's fantastic. Next up, and I'm gonna keep it along the same lines because we're on about like where the baby is, like carrying the baby, whatnot, is a sling. So I do have 2 slings. I've got the Free Rider cloth sling, which is the only one I've used so far, but also my friend Jess gave me the, I think it's BabyBjorn as well. It's like the clip-on one, which is a bit more industrial, I guess. If I was going for like a long walk out in nature, I'd probably bring that one, but around the house I literally baby wear all the time. And again, if you want to make yourself lunch, or if the baby's napping and you've got stuff to do, or if the baby's due a nap and you don't just want to be like sat there having to be with them, sling them to you. They love it. Well, my baby absolutely loves it. She cries usually when I first put her in, and then she's fast asleep and just like sleeps on me, and I walk around, I'm doing the dishes, I'm washing up, I'm making lunch, eating lunch, whatever. And yeah, it's just really, really great. I've also walked down to the shops wearing it. It's like so tight and secure, and it's just also like much more comfortable because it's just like all cloth. Okay, item number 5, and I saw this in every newborn essentials video I watched when I was pregnant, like every single one, and that is zip up sleep suits with the feet, and ideally with some hands as well, although my baby doesn't really like her hands being in anything. She likes to be able to like do whatever. But yeah, in the nights if you're changing them, or just changing them in general, like just a zip is just so much easier than poppers. Most of what I've got are poppers because I've got a lot of my sister's hand-me-downs, like from my niece and nephew and whatnot, but yeah, I mainly use the zip ones. If they've got little feet as well, that is fantastic. I mean, need I say more? It's just convenient as. And the ones that you get from Baby Mori are probably my favourite because they actually zip from the bottom as well, so you can just like pull it up, take the legs out, change the nappy, zip it back up, and you don't have to like unpop the whole thing, and then you end up doing the buttons wrong, and then they're screaming and you're like, oh my god, I did the buttons wrong, and it's an absolute travesty. So I would aim for just having a load of these. Like, we've got so many, but sometimes she gets changed like 3 times a day, maybe more, maybe less, making your life easier. Okay, the next 2 are products for you, but they are newborn essentials. So I've been through 2 tubs of this. I don't even know where the lid is, and I don't need the lid because I use it so often. Like, there's no point putting the lid on and off. It is nipple balm, and again, this is the only one I've ever used, but I love this one. So this is the Wellida nipple balm. Provides care and protection for sore nipples, cracked skin, and chafing. Fragrance-free, gentle enough for frequent use, safe for mum and baby. So yeah, I'm breastfeeding at the moment. She's in a bit of a cluster feeding era. Like, I've literally been feeding her every hour and a half, and I am pretty much feeding her on both breasts. So I just apply this all the time, like more of a preventative thing. So I've been using this since the very beginning. Like, I didn't wait for them to get really cracked. Actually, I started using this during pregnancy because I found like my nipples got quite dry, maybe around 30-ish weeks. Yeah, they got really, really dry, and they felt like cracky. So I actually started using this in pregnancy just to like make sure that they were okay. I only used it for a little bit, but now that I've given birth and I'm breastfeeding, I put it on after every feed, and my nips are fine. Like, no cracked, no bleeding. Like, this is amazing. So yeah, grab yourself this. Would highly recommend this particular one. And don't wait. Prevention, not cure, you know? And then another one for you, which you'll know about if you watched my pack my hospital bag with me video, but I didn't know how much I would love and use these, because when I went to hospital, I was only gonna bring maternity pads for the sort of postpartum bleeding, but somebody messaged me and said, you need adult nappies. And I was a bit like, oh, I can't bother to like take more stuff, but okay, I'll grab a pack. So these are the ones that I have. They're just from Tesco, or a medium, well, not anymore, but I was wearing a medium to large, and game changer. I literally wore a nappy every day for the first probably 3.5 weeks. Luckily, that's kind of when the bleeding subsided, and I've just been using maternity pads, but now I'm only like 4 weeks postpartum and I'm not bleeding at all. But that's because I think I've rested loads, had a pretty straightforward delivery, which you'll know if you watched my birth vlog. But don't neglect the adult nappies. Maybe this is starting to kick in right about now. Can anyone else like not drink a hot drink without slurping it? I know it's like a pet peeve for some people, so just quickly turn it down if that's you. Like that is really annoying, isn't it? Especially if you've got like a bit of a phobia of that, but I can't drink a hot drink without doing it. I think it protects your teeth a bit. Anyway, let's get back into it. Okay, continuing to make your life easier when you've got a newborn. Nappy caddies in as many rooms as possible. Oh, I picked this one up from H&M, by the way, and just got like all different compartments in it.
Practical too, check it out. It's got compartments for all your stuff.
This house has 3 floors, like that's not bougie, it's just like a loft conversion in like a tall house, whatever. We've got a nappy caddy in our bedroom, so the same kind of setup all for the middle of the night. We've got this nappy caddy in the baby's room, which is where I'm sat now, and then downstairs I've got like a changing bag which is hooked onto the pram, which has like a mat, nappies, everything. So on every floor there's a changing station, and in there I've just got nappies, wipes, nappy bags, nappy cream, and I've also got like a lotion in there because yeah, this particular one, after a bath when I'm changing it, I put that on. So make your life easy, set up nappy stations around the house, and it just makes life so much easier. I'm actually going to show you the changing mat that I've got, because this should probably be in this video. I mean, it is in this video now, but it wasn't on my official list. But I got this changing mat, found it on just like a little independent website. It's called The Little Bumble, but it goes really well with the aesthetic of the room. And yeah, we use this daily, like multiple times a day, really easy to wipe clean. And then upstairs we've just got like a travel, like fold out mat, which we could take out with us. So it's got like sections for your nappies and stuff, and then it just like folds out into a mat. And then downstairs my nappy bag also has like a fold out mat, but in here on the second floor where we do most of the changing, got the changing mat. So yeah, set up some stations, make your life easy. Okay, we've got 3 left. The next one is the next to me crib, like a snooze pod, I think it's called. So I'm so lucky, like all of my friends have got kids. My sister has 2 kids. I barely had to buy anything myself, like I'm just being honest, because I know how expensive it is if you're, you know, a first-time mum and none of your friends or family have kids. Like you have to buy everything. It's crazy expensive. So I just want to put out there that I'm extremely grateful for having the support and the hand-me-downs, and also I'm not precious about secondhand things. Like we live in a world where we should be, you know, sharing and not producing unnecessary stuff. But anyway, a lot of people will consider getting like a Moses basket, and they have to like kind of scoop the baby up in the middle of the night. I don't know how people do it, because especially the first couple of weeks I watched her like a hawk in the middle of the night. Like wouldn't be able to do that without the next to me. Like you have to like keep getting up and like peering over, and also when you're just like feeding in the night, you can basically just like pull them towards you, like put them on your boob or whatever it is, instead of having to get up, reach in. I just think it's absolutely amazing. Like it's safe, like it's literally connected to the bed. She could roll into the bed and like I'd be like, hi. So yeah, it's just amazing. So if you're at the moment considering what sort of bassinet or whatever to get next to your bed for the baby to sleep in, get like a next to me that connects to the bed. Okay, the last but one is giant muslin blankets. I have a load of muslin cloths. I'm not gonna lie, I don't use loads of them because she's breastfeeding. She doesn't like burp loads, and she's not like sicky loads, so I don't find I use them as much as maybe like a bottle fed baby, because I know there's more like spit up and burp and whatever. Yeah, having just like massive muslins is just so much better than like the small tiny ones, especially when you just want to like throw it over your shoulder, throw them over your shoulder, give them a big burp, they throw up all down your back, and you're like, don't worry about it, go for it. Do you know what I mean? Like we've got muslins dotted all around the house, and we also got gifted loads when we had a baby. Like they are a good gift because you can never really have too many, and you're going to use them for years, you know. But I'd highly recommend, if you're buying some for yourself, or even if you're gifting them for a friend, get like a massive one. I've got a few really big ones, and I tend to alternate between the 3 really big ones, and I only really use the small ones to sort of take out and about. So get yourself a giant one. This is from Asda, but you know what? I absolutely love it. Lovely material. It's gigantic. It washes really well. And again, just trying to make life easier for you. Okay, the last one, which is like a 2-part essentials, and it's all about bath time. So the Angel Care bath seat, I absolutely love it. I thought I'd be the type of person who just like really couldn't be bothered with bath time. Like when I'd see, you know, mums doing like a nightly bath, I used to be like, oh God, like what a ball ache. But oh my gosh, I just love bath time so much. I probably bath her like every 2nd day. At first it was like every 3rd day, but yeah, I give her a bath probably every 2nd day. She just sits in the Angel Care bath seat. She loves it. I like pour water over her and we play and we sing, and it's just an absolute dream. She just, yeah, She literally loves it. So I don't know how people bath their baby without that seat. I'm sure there's other versions, and I've seen versions which is more like sat upright, like high chair vibes, but in the bath. This is amazing for newborns, and they're not expensive. And then the final part is a bath thermometer. So I've got the Nappy. You just tap it, you put it in, and it tells you the perfect temperature. So I'll just run the bath to sort of 37 degrees. It's there, it's perfect, and then I know she can get straight in. It'll flash if it's hot. It's like 36, 37 degrees, and I know that's perfect. So it just makes life much easier for you when you're running your bath. So definitely invest in one of those little bath thermometers, and then yeah, your bath times will just be a breeze with those 2 items. To be honest, I could go on, like there's so many things which we probably do use every day, but when I was pregnant, I was kind of doing as much research as I could, thinking how can I make life as easy as possible for us. So even with the Duna, the nappy caddies, the next to me, like the bath items, the muslins, the slings, the BabyBjorn, like so she can sit there, like wanted every scenario to be as least challenging as possible, if that makes any sense. That's the worst grammar of all time. Nothing is essential, like the baby literally just needs you and like some food and some sleep, and they obviously will thrive. But these are more to make your life easier if you can, and definitely get secondhand stuff, Facebook Marketplace, Vinted. Like go on Vinted and type in baby Maury sleep suits. Like if you think about it, babies only wear newborn ones for a month and then people sell them on. Anyway, I hope that was helpful. If you're a new mum or if you have kids in general, do pop any newborn essentials for you in the comments, because then anyone who's looking for newborn essentials can read the comments and get some extra tips and tricks, but they are mine. So I do hope you enjoyed, and I hope that was helpful in some way. Feel free to ask any questions in the comments below and I will answer them. And also if you think there's anything that I don't have which I need, do let me know, because I'm all about, again, making life as easy as possible. But if you enjoyed this, please give it a like, because it really does help the algorithm on YouTube for other people to discover this delightful video, but also my channel, and subscribe, because as I said, I upload new videos regularly, and I'm really looking forward to seeing you in my next one. We're going to be vlogging, we're going to vlog amongst the chaos and get into a good rhythm with it. I'm just going to take you on this newborn parenthood journey with me. And obviously, I mean, I'm getting married next year, so I want to be thriving, and I want you on the journey with me. The journey to thriving. Maybe that's what we'll call the series, but we won't, because that's garbage. Okay, see you in my next one. Love you so much.